Hello everyone, Overkill48 here again with another video. This time it is the Thor Ragnarok Hulk Build-A-Figure Wave. Finally got it complete. I know I'm late to the show, but I wanted to make sure to get a good deal as I could. I got a bunch of these guys on clearance and some using coupons and stuff so I didn't have to pay full price. I got my lovely wife Latave helping me. She's going to be opening these up as I film, and we'll show you some of the figures, but most importantly we're going to show you this awesome looking Hulk. Can't wait to get them built. First up we have Jane Foster Thor, and she comes with one of the legs. I'm not sure which side. Let's see Jane Foster. You can see her here. I'm not really a toy reviewer, but I will show you guys this. We'll let Latave put the cape on for you. This, fun fact, isn't my least favorite version of Thor. I've never been a fan of Thunderstrike, so luckily his crappy self wasn't thrown in this wave. I'd rather have Jane Foster Thor over him any day. There you have it. There she is with her hammer. I'm sure that Torrin will like to get a hold of it like he did my other Thor. There's the cape. I wish these guys would come with like a cloth cape or something. Seems like it would be a lot better feature. We'll move on to the next figure, which is the God of Mischief himself, Loki. I was excited to get him. I know he's not a real popular pick in this wave. A lot of people doesn't really like him that much. Heads up to my wife to be careful on the crown taking it out. I've seen a lot of people post that it's broke easy. Hopefully that won't happen to us. I've seen this figure as low as $11, I think, at one point. You can see the dark circles around the eyes. They've done a pretty good job with this Loki, I think. I mean, I don't really get the movie universe figures that often, but being a huge Thor fan, I had to get this wave. And I promised my wife a long time ago I'd get her a Hulk figure, and this just fell right into place. And I'll let her fix him up, and we'll show him off too. And here he is, Loki, with his crown. I'm glad that they made that removable. I have the old Toy Biz Loki, and I don't think his was removable. I never did open them up, though, so don't hold me to that. His cape. I'm surprised he didn't have a scepter or something with him. And he had the other leg to Hulk. Next up, it is going to be Chris Hemsworth Thor. I actually really like this figure. It's really cool looking. I think it does the actor justice with the appearance of it. I mean, especially for a $20 figure. I think they've done really good with it. Make sure while you're watching this, guys, that you let me know in the comments what was your favorite from this wave. I think most people radiated towards the Ares. So far in package, my favorite would be between Ares and Hela. Out of package, I'm not sure yet. But the Chris Hemsworth Thor did come with the Hulk head and helmet. You can see him here. Like I said, I think they've done a great job with them. Wild looking the way they did the cape. Hook him up with his swords. The Thor himself is actually my second favorite comic book character, right behind Deadpool. I've always been a giant Deadpool fan, but I really like Thor, and thanks to a couple of my friends that I've worked with throughout the years, and my wife, they've got me more into the lore, introducing me to characters like Beta Ray Bill and stuff. So just the whole universe of Thor I've always liked since I started getting into him. He's just such a great character. Loki, Heimdall, Hela, Odin. I mean, just Balder the Brave. They're such great characters. You can see the swords. It's pretty cool. You know, I'm glad that they changed it up. I know it's movie based, but it doesn't always have to have the hammer. He's got the short hair, which is wicked looking for him. We'll set him back, and next up we will get Odin's son, which is a big, bulky figure. And I'm surprised that when they did this, that they had Odin's son come with the torso, because usually they don't have a bigger figure with a bigger piece. That seems like a piece that probably should have been with like Jane Foster or something for packaging reasons. This Odin's son looks pretty cool. I mean, you know, it's comic, not movie based. I think the last time I seen him was when they were doing the storyline with the past, present, and future Thors. Really dug that story. Looks like his cape's already on. Just got an axe.
An axe that will not go in his hand.
And this is, I think, pre-Mjolnir, or is this based off of after he was unworthy of the hammer? I'm not sure which one. If you guys know exactly, you can let me know in the comments. Pretty cool looking axe. Take a look at his back. The ragged cape. That's pretty cool. Pretty sturdy figure too, isn't he? Next up, I'll leave to my wife which one she wants to open next. She knows they're both my favorite of the wave, so looks like we're going with Hela. And she does have, was it the right arm with her? And I think a weapon too. Does she have a weapon, or did Ares have them both? Ares has them both, doesn't? No, there's one there. I bet those weapons will look cool in Ares' hands too. He's such a big bulky figure, he could pack them around.
Okay.
Is she wedged in there good?
Yeah.
Definitely will be posing her more with her mask face. Looks so much, I mean, she looks pretty cool, this head. I'll show it to you guys while she's getting it out. I mean, like I said, they done good with these sculpts, I think. You see the hair? I think they done a really good job with them, don't you? Mm-hmm. I was super excited for this. We're going to put her cape on real quick.
I literally forgot that. I'll say it over here.
Do you know who Hela is? Do you remember?
Yes.
A goddess of death. I did read a rumor that they may be changing the character Death herself in the cinematic universe, since they'll be using it in Deadpool. You can look at the weapon here while I'm talking. And making Hela kind of like the Death of that universe. I don't know how that'll turn out. Cool concept, I guess. It would definitely keep the Asgardian roots to the movies for the cinematic universe. But yeah, she's cool. Digging that. We'll set her down. We'll go for the big one next. He's heavy. Now, I'm not sure how well Latave remembers. I'm sure most of you guys watching this do. That Ares actually was a Build-A-Figure at one time. And it's maybe the same sculpt form. I mean, I've heard some people say it falls apart fairly easy, so I'm not 100% sure. But he was fetching way high prices, and that may be the reason that they decided to re-release him. Dagger comes out. That's awesome. You don't see that too often in figures. I think his helmet should come off too. Let's see him without his helmet. Show everybody's face. Don't look like he has derp eyes like some people were dealing with. It's sad that my most memorable moment for Ares in the comics was when Asgard was under siege and the Sentry ripped him in half. Remember me showing that too? Mm-hmm. He's like, he's supposed to be this big bad character, and Sentry, people just totally underestimate him. And he just, I mean, obliterated Ares, ripped him clean in half, and it was so wicked. And I'll get Latave to put his weapons and his helmet on, and I'll show them to you like that. That's so cool though, about the dagger coming out. It looks like his weapons aren't really bent up either. I've seen some people have some bad issues. This one is a little bit, with the plastic they make, but I don't think it's... I've seen some people's have a way off bend to it. It's got the sword. It favors the sword that the Thor I have holds a little bit. And he's got a big battle axe.
Well, I can tell you one thing. His hand is not.
Are they kind of like stuck together? Don't want to really open up for the... So, in hand that you've seen so far, which is your favorite from the wave?
Probably Hilla.
It's already...
Yeah, there's no way.
It's all. We'll get that later. Put his helmet on. We'll show him with the battle axe. I done showed him the...
Look how tiny his little hole in his hand is compared to this giant.
Yeah, we'll have to work it a little bit, some hot water or something. You guys know how that is. That battle axe is pretty cool. Here's with the helmet on. I told my good friend Harry, when you watch this video, you definitely need to pick this guy up. You like the big bulky figures, he'd love this, wouldn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Even if you
really
wasn't
heavy.
Even if you wasn't aiming for the Hulk, you would love this particular figure. Very awesome figure. He honestly, out of package, he's probably my favorite one. He's sturdy, he's heavy. I mean, he's pretty wicked. And he's not really from Thor lore, but it's still pretty awesome to have him in a wave and get him without having to pay that high price. Alright guys, so she's going to put this Hulk together for you. And then we'll show him off too. Is he pretty stiff or pretty easy to get them together so far?
That was a bit rough.
I remember for my Odin, that was the hardest part, was getting the legs on. They wanted to keep popping off and stuff.
Good because it won't fall apart, but
Juggernaut was so easy. I'm curious of his size comparison. When we get this built, I will go find my Juggernaut and I'll set them up next to each other, see which one actually is the bigger Build-A-Figure.
like I'm seriously having to strain to get them to pop on.
He could definitely use the hot water treatment.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, seriously.
Back off.
Yeah,
try his arms. We'll try to get his head here in a second.
Okay. Well, I think I got his head finally.
But like you said, that's good. Maybe it's made that way it won't fall back
The
apart.
arm was just like, boop.
It's a good thing, because you know the head and the legs usually are the first things that fall off when you start messing with these guys.
The arms was like ridiculously easy. But then, you know, I don't know.
So I got to ask you, after all this time of collecting, I know you're a big Hulk fan like myself also, but how excited are you to finally get you a Hulk?
That's pretty awesome.
And you see his picture, see how the sash goes on?
I don't even know.
Just pick up one of these boxes on the back. This Thor right here. It'll show you how it goes on there.
I see. I probably should have did that before I put his arm on.
Before we dig out the Juggernaut to show you, we'll actually stand them up next to the
I shouldn't have done this one either.
sit up next to either Odin's son and Ares here and see how he compares to some of the normal big figures.
There we go.
I'd say no, my wife, she may end up posing this guy mainly with his helmet off. I don't know. Depends on how the look turns out.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Is he able to actually hold his weapons, or is his hands too tiny too?
His hands should be made a little bit different, or they should go in fairly easier.
You would think.
Yeah, you would think.
You would be wrong.
Did he go?
Have to go like that, yeah.
I'll tell you, this big guy, you'll have to hold him up for me. Show everybody.
Very heavy.
Losing that helmet, ain't he?
His
Leg off after it took that hard to get on. It fell off. Well, we spoke too soon, guys.
No. Your skirt's in the way.
Who would have thought that? Hulk with a skirt on. Fix this little part. There we go. Hold them up here and we'll show everybody. See if I can get them. You see this? I know most of you guys probably got your Hulk done. But there are some of you that haven't. And we just, we're stoked. The weapons aren't bent real bad either, are they?
No.
to be in package. I will also say that we did manage to find 2 Areses, and I collected one in box. Let's see. Hold up set him down, and let's see how he looks compared to the Odin Son. Just with like a height comparing. You could see big difference. And then you set Ares up. Ares is still a pretty big guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think the best way for this angle, what I'll do, guys, is I'll go ahead and wrap this video up, and I will do a couple pictures for you, showcase them at the end, a couple different poses, and standing next to a few different figs. I appreciate you guys taking time to watch. Thanks to my wife Otave for helping this out. Hope she likes her Hulk. I got a bunch of Thor figures to go with my Thor shelf now, which is pretty awesome. And I guess I'll catch you guys later. Just don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.